行くぞはっGenocide Kata!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and I had to do a follow-up video to the Elemental Curse. Since yesterday, I showed you all tier 24 with nothing but the KOF characters in the game. However, today we're going to go all out, and we're going to be highlighting Mai right here, who will be coming back in the game, who we are going to be getting memories for in the future, which is amazing. I'm also going to be highlighting the Serena set as well, because that set is absolutely insane on Eileen. It is monstrous on Eileen because it actually offers the extra damage whenever you're tagging in for 10 seconds. So when you take a look at this thing, you get the increased 34% increase of extra attack, but you also get the increased attack by additional 15% for 10 seconds. And the reason I bring this up is because a lot of people, when they use Eileen, they use the Gintama set, which I actually have, but I wanted to see how well this set would do, and I actually tested her in Spider Robot as well, and it did make a pretty massive difference. You gain the 10% power when you're tagging in, and you gain this extra 15% for 10 seconds. And the thing about Eileen is, if you have Rachel as a striker, you get the 20% PG rate, you'll get this 10% PG rate. You're pretty much going to get your 3 PG almost immediately. So you can actually go in your 3 PG, and Eileen also just resets all of her skills from her core effect, which is awesome. You get the increased reset skill after doing an ultimate skill, which is nice. That means you'll do your 3 PG, then you can do your default right afterwards, and you're going to get that extra additional damage from the Serena set during your ultimate animations, which is massive, right? I know a lot of people don't have Eileen, but it's only fair to show how strong this character is and show why we should always be saving our rubies for collab characters. I mean, KO characters are amazing, but the SS characters, the BS characters, and the collabs are really top of the echelon as far as characters in the game. But as always, whenever you're pulling for characters, games are all about having fun. And all the other characters can be very useful in a lot of game modes. We will be using Iori today, which is nice. And I talked about Iori yesterday, how I feel he needs a buff, and I still stand by that. He absolutely does. However, with his 3 PG, like I mentioned yesterday, he does have better survivability. You can build up his 3 PG a lot faster. You're able to do your ultimate skill, and therefore decreasing the amount of damage you're ever going to take, because you're going to be in an iframe every time you do your ultimate skill. And it's the same setup as I had yesterday. Got the Cosmic card, but I am using the Orochi set. And I wanted to do something different than the Tekken set, and this set is actually really great. Since Orochi is a boss fighter, he does benefit from this set, and you also get this PvP exclusive where you gain 2% power when using an active skill on a 1-second cooldown. So we actually get to highlight 2 sets. We're going to highlight this BS set right here, and we're going to be highlighting a SS character, and we're going to be highlighting the Serena set with a collab character. So I know that a lot of you out there aren't going to have all these setups, but if you were lucky enough and you were able to get all these cards and characters, it's definitely going to make your life a lot easier. This was actually very, very hard for me to do. I've also upgraded Iori. Now he has 3 double attack stones on him as well. This is extremely difficult. I died over and over and over, but Maizy. And a big shout out to my buddy Leo from the Discord and also on Twitch for throwing her out at me. And what he actually did was he just used Mai in the leadership and Eileen, and he just went back and forth between those 2 characters and was actually able to get the clear in the 100 seconds. Personally, I tried that. I was having a lot of difficulty, and since Iori is a yellow and these 2 characters will benefit from Iori, I thought, why not? We'll just put him in there, and then if you have 3 characters and you can alternate between their ultimate animations back and forth, you're actually going to stall the timer for a longer amount of time, and you're going to be able to do a little bit more damage because you're using a yellow type fighter who is insane, and he gives a 60% increase of all attack to attack type fighters, when Mai gives the 60% increase to female fighters. So you're pretty much the same leadership whether you're using Iori or Mai. However, with Mai, it's just only going to be female fighters. If you were just using Mai, you put Mion or Pretty Zero in here, and then maybe have Eileen. That would be an insane team. And as far as Mamai, something that's crazy about her, she's just 3-star. She's just 3-star. She does have max imprint stones on her, and she's going to have the 45% PG rate from her altogether, from the 30% PG rate from her core, and the 15% PG rate from her first skill, which is really insane for a character like this that actually can reset her first and second skill from doing her third skill. 50% chance of doing it, which is nice. And I am running the Tekken set on her. I'm using the Tekken set to really bump up my CP. Then we got the Cosmic card, and then we got the Rugal option card. So there's a lot in here that I know a lot of you don't have. You know, we can only hope that the Tekken collab will come back. I know a lot of us are speculating on it. In order for people to get another set like this, or introduce just another set that offers this insane amount of CP. I mean, she's 3-star. She doesn't even have quite max capsules, and yet she still has 76,000 CP. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. And then, of course, Eileen. Now, Eileen, I had to do something special for her to make her really work, at least for me. And that was, I had to give her this option card. Now, I already talked about the Serena set. This card here is going to give her super armor when she tags in. That's very important for her. But this card here really made the difference for me, because you will get the increased attack speed. And that's the main reason I wanted on her. I found a lot of times when I was bringing in Eileen, she just seemed a little slow. You know, you want to get your immunity off as fast as possible. So I have the super armor from my option card, right? I want to get my immunity up as soon as I'm dropping in, tagging in. I want to get my immunity up so I don't take any damage, because Eileen will get one-shotted. Elemental Curse does insane damage, especially at tier 25. All these characters will just get one-shotted. Poof! You're freaking dead. And having that increased attack speed will enable me to use my immunity a little bit faster and go into my other skills a lot faster. It actually really helps, because you're actually going to be dealing a little extra shock damage, which is really nice for a character like Eileen, who does deal shock damage. The stun doesn't matter at all. And she is fully maxed out imprint stones, maxed out capsules, blah, blah, blah. And as always, you always want to run with Rachel for Eileen. We decided to run with Keo for Mai, because he actually has a nice link effect, which is really nice. You get the apply Infernal Flame to the target for 6 seconds, which is really nice. That synergizes really well with Mai. You're going to be doing insane burn damage to this guy. Plus, you get the decreased skill cooldown by 1 second, and you get the increased attack by 50% when HP is 70% or more, and the increased attack speed is nice. Really good link effect for old Mizey. So I actually pre-recorded a run because this actually, even with this team and these characters, this is extremely difficult. I actually played this for about an hour in the live stream this morning to try to get this clear. And I would show you that recording, but I lost connection with Twitch during that recording. So it wasn't a beginning to end recording. So I had to actually redo this. But luckily, I guess with all the practice that I had in Twitch, I actually was able to get it in the first try. So let's jump into the action and let's rock and roll. So I was cussing like a sailor when I was playing this in Twitch. Oh my God. I was having so much hell trying to get it done with these characters, because this dude, Elemental Curse, just does so much damage. It's just, I mean, poof, you're dead. And I've talked about why we use Joe. We want the decreased damage received, and we also want that heal. Really great striker for Iori. It's nice having the decreased damage received at the same time of having a heal. I mean, look how fast she built her PG, guys. That's from having that Serena set. That's from having Rachel as a striker. Just poof. PG just built up like insanely quick. So we're just get off that third skill, do a little shot, get our immunity, and get our attack buff from the second skill. And then we're just running into our ultimate here. And I just went ahead and switched. And I found that really helped, to be perfectly honest. And Mizey here can actually do some damage. 3-star, wow. Really impressive, honestly, how strong this character is. Lord have mercy. And the thing about Mizey versus the other two characters is she has hyper armor on her first skill. So when you got her in and you use that skill, you're good to go, because you're going to have your super armor and immunity all at the same time. she's just a lot easier to play, honestly, than these other two characters. I mean, Maisie is way, way leaps and bound easier. Honestly, if I was using Iori's leadership or maybe Mai's leadership with Mion because you'd have that super arm immunity, this would have been so much easier. And I'm spamming Eileen right now, and this is really why I wanted that Shermie card to help with that attack speed so I could run through her skills a little bit faster to help her survivability, because believe me, she can die super, super easy. And sometimes you'll also notice with Iori here, because I have a PG card on him and I'm using the Orochi set for that extra PG gain, sometimes I can go into doing his 3 PG and then his default really quick. Come on, Maisie. Hey, girl. And now we're just going to spam her for a little bit. I mean, look at the damage, guys. She can put it out. She doesn't even have a type advantage against this guy. Look at that. That's crazy, man. She can pretty much murder. And my buddy that I mentioned earlier, Leo, he actually just used the spamming skills from Eileen and Mai back and forth. I just decided to throw Iori in because I just had a lot more luck getting a clear using Iori on this team, because you could alternate between 3 characters. It just seemed a lot easier for me to do it this way. Definitely didn't feel easier at first because, man, seriously, I was going crazy. Any of you that watched the live stream that I did when I summoned for Mai and Athena, that's pretty much the reaction I was having when I was trying to get this clear. I was not happy. It was getting very askew, if you know what I mean, guys. And Mai died, Eileen died, and we're just ending on Iori. Very, very difficult clear, but again, if you had Mion, it would be a lot easier. And I'm sorry that we did another guild raid video right after I did the other, but after the hell that I went through trying to get this done, I just wanted to make another video about it and highlight that Serena set, the Orochi set, and Maisie. So as always, let me know what characters you've gotten, what cards you've gotten, and I stream on Twitch at 9 a.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.